Line up, you f***ing nerds. Who wants a shot at the champ?
They bring the heat.
Francis Ngannou is the hardest puncher in the history of fighting.
They bring the knowledge.
If you think this fight is going 5 rounds, you are out of your mind.
They bring you the picks.
The dog is getting it done in this one.
We deliver every single week. We're bringing the heat, ladies and gentlemen.
The money line.
Don't miss it on the MMA Experts channel each week. The Money Line. We are live. It's Monday on a beautiful September 25th. There's no UFC this weekend. And yes, I sound congested because I am. I'm having my fucking flu podcast right here with Mike Finch. What's up, brother?
I'm good, man. I told AJ, don't you get me sick over here, man. I know you're in Florida, but I don't know how these microphones work exactly, you know? So
yeah.
Get that over there, man. But what a trooper. I texted AJ. I'm like, hey, man, if you're feeling sick, no worries. We'll rain check
You
today.
didn't say it that sweet,
AJ,
though. Don't fall into this guy.
Check. AJ, don't rain check. Did I not say that?
Check. I don't rain check. I come in, even if I'm, feeling like shit. I have to, bro. I got to bring the content for the people. And it's a fun show. This week is not, an analytical, technical fight breakdown of each matchup. We'll bullshit and banter about last week. We'll talk a little Canelo Charlo. We'll react to Adesanya getting arrested / charged with a DUI. And then we'll early preview next weekend's UFC. If you see me with a tissue over my face, blowing my nose, listen, don't give me shit about it because I'm still fucking here. And I'll tell you this, not only am I here, following this, I'm doing the Contender Series picks. So tune into the Contender Series flu game. I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's go.
This guy works for you folks, okay? AJ is consistent. Say what you want. My man AJ delivers the content.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, first, I want to talk about last week's lock. For me, I got to just flex the streak that I got going. Bryan Battle getting it done, making me very happy. He takes out AJ Fletcher by submission, which turned out to be a fucking perfect call, which I was grateful for, man. Bryan Battle was dropped in the first round, and I'll tell you something, Mike Finch. I was worried. I was sitting here with my fucking toes crossed. I was crossing fingers and toes, hoping, praying that he would be able to recover, and then eventually he did. He got his rear naked strangle in, lock it up. And I'm feeling grateful for the lock section. Once the infamous section, now might as well be the fame section, the fan favorite section. Let's go.
AJ's are rolling. Choo choo. Look, man, I told you before we went live, when I was watching Bryan Battle striking, I was thinking, is he a little slow today? Is Bryan Battle a little immobile today? He had a little bit more range in his last couple and ability to throw the kicks. And with this one, it just looked like Fletcher was the guy who was more dangerous. And sure enough, as soon as he gets it into his world, like he said on the microphone, I'm not beating no 80cc guys, but here in the UFC, when I apply my grappling, I'm better than a lot. He definitely is, man. He knows how to finish a fight via submission.
For me, the submission over Petroski on The Ultimate Fighter is a pretty big accolade now moving into his UFC career. I mean, as good as Petroski's doing on the ground and, surviving Mearshart, beating Mearshart, etc. with other matches, man. So I was grateful for that, bro. Odd circumstance, though, early in the night that definitely crushed a lot of parlays. I know plenty of you had Jacob Malhoun as a lock piece. We all had him in at least one of them because, let's be honest, he was a lock. He was kicking Cody Brundage's ass up until the behind the head strike, which I know Mike's going to be excited to talk about. So I'll give him the floor. Mike, what'd you think? Was it a BS call?
I think Brundage deserves an Oscar right next to Aljamain Sterling. The 2023 Oscar goes out to Cody Brundage, and it's too bad. I do think that we need to look at this from a commission standpoint and say, if the referee determines that the fighter is playing it up, that they really aren't that hurt, we got to start going to no contest, because a title's been won this way. And now this one, very clearly, it was a forearm to the back of the head. It was not an elbow. So yes, it was an illegal strike. Jacob Malhoun, should Brundage not be able to continue, shouldn't be winning off of an illegal strike. However, you could see that Brundage was not that hurt. Within 5 minutes, this man could have kept competing, but in his head, he went, I'm not going to win this fight. This is not going well for me. So here's a way out. And he found that way out by getting, I was going to say hand raised. He actually walked away before they raised his hand. If you saw that, AJ, it sucks, man. And I don't want to incentivize fighters to keep doing this. So something needs to be done. I think a no contest would have been better here.
Yeah, I think it's a weird situation, right? Because it's an illegal strike for sure. Was it blatantly illegal? It was a misplaced strike. So obviously, if you're looking for the finish with ground and pound, you have to be somewhat cautious. We've seen it in the past with referee calls of behind the head strikes. I remember way back in the day, Eric Silva, when he got a quick TKO and then they end up calling it DQ. And even afterwards, at that time, you didn't have instant replay. That fight would have been a TKO. Afterwards, I remember they weren't even behind the head. They were right around this area. But here with this one, in the immediate aftermath, as soon as that shot landed, Brundage complains, yo, what the fuck? Doesn't seem to be dazed in any way. For this 15 seconds later, he might as well have been hit with a, stomp on the ground. He seemed hurt. And, I'm not saying that it didn't hurt. I'm not saying that he didn't feel a little sting in the back of his head. But ultimately, he's used to fighting. He's used to ground and pound. He's taken bigger shots than that, and he's come back from it. It was a business move, because if he would have lost this fight, he would have been on a 4-fight losing streak, and he would have gotten cut. So what did he do? He took advantage of the situation. He gets his win money, and realistically, probably another chance to fight in UFC. They're not going to do him any favors, though. They're going to throw him to the Lions. They're using him as an opponent for somebody else. I don't know if a Malhoun rebooking, but the UFC, I feel like, will move past this matchup with Malhoun clearly showing he was the better fighter. I mean, we knew who was going to win the fight.
Yeah, he was on his way to winning the fight, and you could see the back of the head thing when he's holding his hand on the back of his head, right? Brundage is like, oh, man. Keeps touching the back of his head. It's like the back of it's not like, Mom, I have a boo-boo. Like, why do you keep grabbing the back of your head? It was just so obviously not sincere. So, look, I don't want to be too hard on cage fighters. They've got the hardest job in the world, and, it gets crazy in there. And, you could hear from people who are well articulated, like a Chael Sonnen, talk about how people try to find a way out. It's like, who's going to stay in this fire longer? Brundage wanted his way out. It busted my parlay. I gotta say, bro, I missed out on like $200 on 2 different parlays because everything else hit. I had Mads Burnell and Bellator hit. I had Aaron Pico hit. I had Johnny Eblen hit. I had Marina Rodriguez hit. My 5th was freaking Malhoun. Cody Brundage, you owe me money, buddy. I want a nice dinner on Cody Brundage because you fucked me up, my friend.
That's funny, man. That's funny. Listen, you gotta take that up with Brundage. You'll be like the guys in the chat, man, complaining. Not saying you guys in the chat are complaining, but you guys know if you watch the Fight Companions, a pick is off, they'll blame me for the fucking money lost on the bet. You know what I'm saying?
Robbie, I'll call you later. My buddy Robbie's calling me. I'll call you later, Robbie. Look,
Robbie,
AJ,
live call.
Shout out to Robbie. I could put him on. He's a 1-0 MMA fighter. Maybe you guys want him as a guest this show. Look, guys, I did well still. I still made some money over the weekend between BKFC, Bellator, and the UFC. I was very happy on my couch with a small back injury. I was like, it's perfect time because I got a lot of content to watch. We did well, AJ. We're still happy.
Allude to the back injury. What happened, man?
Oh, you can't be throwing head kicks with no warm up when you're 31. It's just, it's not in the cards, folks. So yeah, I'm chilling. No, I'm good, man. I'm walking around today.
Good.
I just hit the gym earlier, so it's all good. But, yeah, warm up, kids. Make sure you do a nice dynamic warm up. So you want to start with like 5 minutes to just break a simple sweat, whether you're walking, light jog, whatever it is. Break a simple sweat, get your body a little warm, and then do dynamic warm-ups. Dynamic meaning you're going through motions, not like in gym class where you hold for long periods of time. Then maybe after your workout, you could do a static stretch where you're, completely warm, right? If you have a cold rubber band and you stretch it, it breaks. So you got to be careful with cold muscles, right? You got a warm rubber band. It's super flexible. Your muscles are very similar. And I did not heed my own advice. That was my problem.
Well, listen, learn from your past mistakes, and that's it, man. Covert's asking me, AJ, did you wait? What did I do? You guys are saying that I give Brundage Hollywood acting lessons. Listen, before the fight, he did come to me. I'm telling you guys, I said, listen, when he gets your back, you're gonna turn to the side, give him the behind the head, and I say you're gonna want out. You gotta sell it, and that's it. I made a bag on Brundage. You guys didn't know about. I bet 10 units on him, and that's it. First round.
You motherfucker. Hey, Dirty Reg 22 says I shouldn't have had Malhoun in there. Dirty Reg, you telling me how to bet now? At them odds, Finch, man, you must have laid some serious coins on it to make it worth it. Yeah. It was.
You had a lot of pieces to it, though. You
Yeah.
had a good fucking slate.
It was a 5-leg parlay. That's
Right.
that's why the odds got nice. I mean, I had Aaron Pico in there. He was even wider, but it's like, how confident are you, right? And when we bet high confidence, generally we do better. I think maybe that'd be good advice to give to people, because people like to it's not an underdog, I'm not betting on it. Like, brother, you don't like to make money then. Like, there's going to be some big favorites that you're really confident in. I mean, would you, if you could go back in time, would you bet on Khabib Nurmagomedov every single fight? Like, you would be silly not to, when you're damn sure they're going to win. This was one of them. And, this is our sport, man. Sometimes people pretend like they can't continue and get DQ wins. Part of the game.
It is what it is. Unfortunate, but part of the game, as Finch said. I do want to bring up, which was a bit of a, surprise finish. Jourdain with the submission over Hamosh. This just deserves a shout out, man, because Hamosh is known for a solid grappling game, and he gets locked into a guillotine by Jourdain in the first round. And it's not like Jourdain didn't let him know. He was shooting for that guillotine, and Hamosh fell right into the fucking trap. Then he calls out Cub Swanson, Mike Finch's boy, right after. That's the fight.
Damn, calling out 40-year-old Cub Swanson. You're a tough guy. I don't know. I guess. Yeah, that's kind of tough for Cub. Fuck. Can Cub have some other 40-year-olds to fight? Why has he got to fight these in prime dudes, So yeah, it's a nice win for Jourdain though, man. He looked good. That was a big finish.
That was a big finish. Huge W for him. And then shout out Miles Johns with a nice upset here over Dan Argueta. I was impressed by that performance, man.
Good fight, man. They had a fun fight. You saw Argueta get wild. You saw Argueta getting tagged with unnecessary shit. Like, he's such a fucking good athlete. He's so strong and explosive and dangerous in different ways, but couple mistakes, couple guillotines he shouldn't have jumped, couple moments on the feet where he was moving away without moving his head or having his hands up. These are like things that can be fixed, though. And so I think the future's bright for Argueta still.
I think Argueta's good, man. It's just Miles Johns got some crack, bro. Some crack in that whip, bro.
You can't be eating that shit, though. It's like Teddy Atlas says, after you throw a punch, don't take pictures. Like, after you throw a punch, you move, right? After you throw a punch, you move. You change levels. You don't want to just throw punches and then, all right, what you got back, Miles? Because Miles is gonna hit you back.
He hits. Yeah, Miles rips, man. Good performance by Miles. And then we'll bring up the featured bout of the night, which was an absolute annihilation. Marina Rodriguez beat up Michelle Waterson Gomez in brutal fashion. I mean, she had won their first bout in a competitive 5-round fight. She put the stamp on it. And essentially, to me, how I took this is Marina's not playing around. She's still trying to make a run at that belt. And the way she beat Waterson, it's still exciting. She's still a player in that division.
Yeah, fuck yeah. What a dominant performance. Except for that one takedown. Michelle Waterson hit a nice takedown, AJ. Did you see that? That shit was cool. I thought that it was beautiful work by Marina Rodriguez, man. She's back. This is why we were so confident in her.
Yeah. Yeah. She came out like a badass. I was impressed. I was real impressed with that. And then as we move up, this one I want to get your take especially, man. It was Bryce Mitchell, Dan Ige. So in this fight here, Dan Ige had some serious striking moments where he did a lot of damage to Bryce Mitchell.
Yeah.
Obviously, the fight was scored towards Bryce Mitchell. He got a unanimous decision. One judge even going as far as to scoring at 30-27, which I really felt like was a reach. I mean, okay, Ige definitely, I thought, got the first round. What do you think, Finch? What are your thoughts, man?
I feel like I have to go back and score this one because I know a lot of you were pissed off with the decision. Dan Ige, to me, did more damage, AJ. Yeah. And so when you think about the new scoring, you think about damage being so important. I understand why people are upset. But if this was scored 7 years ago with the old scoring, then clearly Bryce Mitchell won. Bryce Mitchell had big positions. He was throwing the single hook in. He got to mount. I think he had the back for a moment. He got to good important takedowns that he needed. But Dan Ige closed his eye, and Dan Ige hit him with big shots. And Bryce Mitchell's ground and pound wasn't tremendous. He hit him with a couple elbows, couple shots. But I think Dan Ige did a little more damage. So close fight. I don't know how anybody could call it like a pure robbery. I think these guys kind of left it up there to be decided. Bryce Mitchell comes away with it. Being more of a grappler myself, I don't hate it. I do think Bryce Mitchell he controlled most of the fight, right? They talk about controlling where the fight takes place. Well, that was thug nasty.
I definitely agree. It's just, I don't know. It's just interesting because you find yourself in a weird spot with the decisions, right? Because if damage trumps all in the second round, doesn't Ige destroying Bryce Mitchell's eye win him the round? That's what I thought. I'm not saying that that's exactly how you should score a fight. I think that, mixing in the grappling, the striking, all those aspects play a role. But that punch was huge, and it completely shut Bryce's eye. So if damage is trumping all, and that's the top criteria, wouldn't that be the win? I guess mounting somebody, getting off a bit of ground and pound, looking for submissions, that's great control, and that's dominance for sure. And I mean, it's a good way to win a fight. Just weird, man. The scoring, it gets confusing sometimes because it's like, okay, wait, so damage isn't trumping all because that was the biggest punch of the fight.
Head boppers. He wasn't threatening, though. No submission threats or nothing. I understand people's point. It's like, yeah, Dan Ige is trying to hurt Bryce Mitchell, right? And so you're recognizing that, AJ, and I think a lot of fans are. So that I understand where you guys are coming from. Like the old, I took him down in controlled position for a long time thing is not what wins fights anymore. And so, yeah, Bryce Mitchell didn't really have a great opportunity to attack with a lot of submissions because Danny Ige is a bad motherfucker. Black belt too, right? So, I mean, yeah, it's a good fight. I don't know. I wouldn't have hated Dan Ige getting his hand raised, but I'm not out here saying that was like the robbery of the fucking year or something. I think we've seen some worse shit than that, boys.
For sure. Hey, good post-fight, good pre-fight. Bryce Mitchell doing his thing, man. He might be on.
I guess should we all everybody get down with me and pray? Michael Bisping, I want you to pray. What the fuck? Mike Bisping's like, Bryce Mitchell, everybody. He was like,
the truck is in his ear. Get the hell away from this guy. That was funny, man. I like Bryce. What is he
talking about? What is Bryce Mitchell talking about? What do you mean good post fight? That shit was a fucking train crash, bro.
I guess I like it, man. He's speaking his mind, regardless of what I think. It's just funny to me. It's good. Like, let him say whatever he wants. Welcome to the UFC, baby.
Fuck yeah. You could be religious. That's all good. But I just felt like it was an awkward,
It was awkward. Even Ige looked awkward as fuck sitting there.
Come on.
He's like,
Ige, he's like, I want to pray with you. Can you say a prayer with me? Ige's like, bro, I just lost the fight. I'm not trying. Like, I'm trying to just go to my family. Like, this is not. I don't. If he asked me that, I don't know what I would say. You know what I mean? It's
probably being shocked.
You
probably look like Dan Ige out there.
Danny is like, I wasn't planning a prayer. Did you have one in mind? What's the one they do in the Catholic Church? The recited prayer, right?
It was the Our Father.
Our Father art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Am I on point?
Mike the Catholic Finch, man.
See, I went to Calvary Christian. Shout out to Calvary Christian in Illinois. All right. Nice, I've come full circle, folks. Check out Christopher Hitchens. That's my guy.
Let's go, champ. All right, let's get to the main event, bro. Let's talk Fiziev Gamrot, which inconclusive ending to say the least. Listen, Gamrot looked good in the stand-up. Gamrot's wrestling's top-notch. Fiziev's takedown defense is crazy. Both guys were so good. It was just getting started. And Fiziev rips his knee up. What'd you think of Gamrot's celebration? Is it justified to celebrate when your opponent gets injured like that? I saw Jamal Hill said he wasn't a fan of that.
Repeat one more time.
What do you think about Gamrot's celebration, like after he beat Fiziev due to an injury stoppage? Okay, because Jamal Hill didn't like it. Jamal
Jamal, would you chill? Jamal, come on, man. Chill out. This is clearly a injury that happened from an intelligent defense. Like the reason why Fiziev was injured is because he kicked a fucking brick wall in a defensive frame of Gamrot. I mean, Gamrot training at ATT has really sharpened his kickboxing. It looked better than ever. He was able to make it so that Fiziev wasn't getting off big shots. Fiziev was he was really trying to look for something that would start to turn the rounds into his favor. And Gamrot was just too tight. He wouldn't let him have it. And the threat of the takedown was always there. So even though Fiziev's takedown defense is nasty, Gamrot still was able to just shoot enough to keep him off balance so you wouldn't hurt him on the feet. It was a very competitive, high-level fight. And when you work as hard as Rafael Fiziev or Gamrot does, you definitely deserve to celebrate when you get a victory, man. I mean, it wasn't also just out of the blue like he stepped back and his shit was broken. It was off of a check, or was it the elbow? So, I mean, no, clean defense by Gamrot. He deserves to pop a bottle.
And he's getting money, so just that alone should get him excited. His win bonus ain't no joke, you know?
Come on, Sweet Dreams Hill. Come on, bro. What, because you're injured? We all got to fucking mourn injuries? What's going on, man? Be honest, folks. Who you got being the light heavyweight champ next year? Is it Sweet Dreams Hill? I don't think so.
You don't think Sweet Dreams could take out Prochazka?
I think Sweet Dreams Hill is not a top 5 light heavyweight.
So you think Sweet Dreams Hill? Let me ask you this: Sweet Dreams Hill, Alex Pereira. Who do you like?
I'm gonna get in trouble with all this shit, bro. Alex Pereira, man. Alex Pereira is such a better striker. I mean, there does seem to be an availability of an overhand right. I've been saying that a long time. You remember me saying that before he got knocked out with an overhand right by Israel Adesanya. You remember me saying
because he comes in his hands, he doesn't bring him back to his face. I remember.
And his head is up in the air on top of a flagpole, man. So yeah, close your eyes and whip the overhand right like Chuck Liddell did to Vitor Belfort. It might land. I like his offense is 10 out of 10. His defense is a solid 4. You know, that's a problem in MMA. That's a problem.
Yeah,
so
give him a 4.5 for fuck's
Dreams
sake.
is in that fight. And you know, I like having fun with you guys. I'm not trying to disrespect Sweet Dreams Hill, but like Vadim Nemkov would dominate him. Ankalaev will dominate him. Alex Pereira might dominate him. You know, there's a couple guys out there who might give him the work, including Yuri Prochazka.
Very interesting, man, because if Bellator is folding heading into 2024, could we get a Vadim Nemkov UFC run?
Bro, you got when I saw Vadim Nemkov versus Corey Anderson 2 live, I was like, holy shit, this is one of the best martial artists I've seen live, man. He is the complete package now. So yeah, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Bad Sticker Club, thanks for checking out my fights, man. I appreciate it.
Shout out to Bad Sticker Club. He's a gem in chat.
I think this was a very high level fight, AJ. Coming back to this fight, I really enjoyed that scrap. I think Fiziev came in the best shape I've ever seen him. How lean was he? He looked like an action figure.
He looks sick.
Okay. Yeah. My wife just pulled me out of a store on Saturday because I almost bought a Frieza action figure. You guys know Frieza from Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
I was so close. It was a $90 action figure, but
why didn't you buy it?
I almost bought it. Sorry?
Why didn't you buy it?
Because my wife pulled me out of the store, bro. My wife's like, you can get it online. You can get it online. You don't need it right now. Where are you going to put it? You know? Yeah, she's looking at me right now. I wanted that Frieza action figure, Haley. Okay, and she knows why is because when I was a kid, I'm talking 9 years old, 8 years old, I wanted a Frieza action figure for Christmas and they couldn't find it. This is the Toys R Us days. You know what I mean? Going to get it in person. There was no Amazon, right? So, so it was like I saw Frieza in the window. I said, it's meant to be. Okay. I almost got it. Anyway, I didn't have it. And my point was that Fiziev looked like a fucking action figure. I mean, that's how lean he is. He is superhuman. He really came to win this fight. It's sad to see either of those guys lose. I got big respect for both of them.
I agree. And they want an AJ bobblehead. That's funny as fuck. That's great. So let me say this, man. You're talking about stores. Can I just go on like a random rant for like maybe 3 minutes?
Of course.
All right. I'm going to tell you guys. Let me wipe my nose and I'm going off.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to commentate over the nose wiping. AJ going low. It seems to be mostly left nostril. You see how he's closing one, opening the other. It's the same problem I have, folks. I have a deviated septum. See how my nose doesn't really work on that side? See how only one nostril moves?
Yeah.
Same problem, my friend. All right. You guys always wonder, why don't you keep fighting? One problem, can't fucking breathe. Okay. That sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. All right, I'm going off. All right. So if you looked at the community tab, the reason I didn't do any content Sunday, because I was thinking about doing a Dana White's Contender Series early breakdown Sunday. My computer, which I'm on right now, it works for StreamYard, but OBS Studio has not been working. And I'll be honest, I strongly prefer to use OBS Studio over StreamYard for any type of content. So I'm like, all right, let me go to Best Buy. I'll go grab a good laptop. I'm sure they have plenty to choose from. So drive to Best Buy, walk inside. Takes me a little bit to find the laptop section. I haven't been there in a long time, right? Find it. Okay. I see one fucking guy working there, but there's like two people behind the desk, but they seem like they're not the tech experts, right? So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to go up to this guy who was talking to another employee. So I go up. I'm like, hey, you have a second? Like, I'm looking at laptops. Oh, the guy was like a British guy, kind of gave me an attitude. No, I'm busy at the moment. I'm like, bro, what do you want me to fucking backhand you? You know what I'm saying? But like, I didn't say nothing like that. I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is this guy's attitude problem? But then he chilled out a little bit. I was like, oh. And he's like, oh, well, just give me a few minutes. He said, what are you looking for? Maybe I can point you in the right direction. I was like, oh yeah, I'm looking for, a strong laptop, with some power to do streaming and whatnot. So he's like, oh, well, it's around this section here. Give me like 5 minutes and I'll come back. And then, I'll help you out. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll give the guy 5 minutes. Like at first he was a dick, but I'm like, then he chilled out. I don't know. So I was like, whatever. I was like, maybe he just, was like in the moment, just a little stressed out. I don't know his personal life. But so 5 minutes goes by. I'm sitting there waiting. He's like trying to check these people out at the register. And like, there's the register in the fucking laptop section. I'm like, how long is this going to fucking take? Whatever. No problem. 10 minutes now. All right. So they go to the other register on the other side of the store. I'm like, how many fucking registers do they need? It's not working, I guess, the register. Another 5 minutes goes by. I see them on the other side of the store at the other register. I'm like, is there anybody else? So at this point, it's probably been 20 minutes. I'm like, fuck this. What am I waiting for? So I go to the random person. I don't know the fucking pronoun, they, them, as I'm going to say, assume that. I didn't ask, but I'm fucking gonna. It is what it is. I walk up. I'm like, hey, excuse me. I was like, could you help me with any laptops? Oh, no, we don't have anybody really in this section. We're really understaffed. And I'm like seeing like this other employee running behind them. I'm like, all right. So I go back and I'm like, all right, it can't be more than like another 5 minutes. So I wait and I'm watching, they're checking out. I see the person that's buying the laptop on the phone. Next thing you know it, I see the people leave. The guy that works at the store with the laptop back in his hand, bringing it to like the Geek Squad back section. So I'm like, all right, he's got to come back. He's got to come back in a second. So he goes. And he goes out the fucking break room, gone, never to be seen again. Clocks out. I say, are you fucking kidding me? So at this point,
way.
I'm annoyed. I'm like, I'm like, is this serious? Is this really what's going on right here? And somebody asked in the chat, do I not know anything about laptops? It's not that I don't know anything about laptops. I wanted to know what selection they had of the laptop I was looking for. I knew what I wanted, but I didn't see it there. But the guy said they have multiple different variations of the laptop I wanted. So I'm like, all right, let me talk to him. Never comes. At this point, I'm like, all right, I'm like, fuck this. Like, let me find somebody that is in a different section. So I find this Russian guy, real nice guy. Shout out to that guy. He was a fucking gem. His name was Dimitri, friendly guy. Comes over.
Russians are cool.
He was a good guy. I'm like, thank God he saved me from freaking the fuck out in the place. And then he comes by, boom, okay, yeah. Oh, which ones you want? All right, let me check. Next, oh, sorry, we don't have any in stock. We could order. I said, you know what? No problem. You were a nice guy. Thank you. And I fucking left. And I said, I'm never going back to Best Buy ever again. So boycott Best Buy in the fucking chat. Fuck them.
Yo. First of all, it's your local Best Buy that fucked up.
Fair.
Okay. We can't condemn every Best Buy. Do you want everybody buying shit online?
Yes.
Okay. Shouldn't we help out these brick and mortar stores?
No, take it to the fucking ground. I want it to go out of business. No more Best Buy. It's done.
God.
It's over. I'll go to Walmart next time. Send me to fucking Walmart. And then, so let me tell you this. So then I got home and I knew the laptop I wanted. I already had it picked out on Amazon, but I said, fuck it. I want it right now. I wanted to get it in my hands that day. So then I ordered it online. It comes tomorrow. So I'm getting the laptop.
Yeah, come on, dude. I got something off of Etsy. Usually takes like a month, comes the next day, man.
Good.
You could get shit quick. Everybody knows you want your shit quick. Yeah, I try to support those brick and mortar stores. The problem is sometimes they're not actually experts, and sometimes they fucking hate their job, AJ. But that happens anywhere. Who has not been to a bad McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
Where you're like, damn, they don't give a fuck, you know? I mean,
Right.
I went to a Jack in the Box where the guy was talking shit to me once, where I was like, what the fuck? I had to pull away. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? So it doesn't mean that Best Buy, I know some people in the chat are like, fuck Best Buy. Okay, fair enough. I've been to Best Buys where people are very kind. So
Yeah, that's funny as hell, man. No, I get it though. And shout out to Trash Monkey for the $2 Canadian. I personally wouldn't have took the disrespect. I mean, what am I gonna do? Like,
what are you gonna do, Trash Monkey?
What am I gonna do?
Throw him in
Fucking,
the trash.
you gotta choke the
Holy
guy.
shit.
Fucking go
Holy
over. Fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah.
You said you were gonna help me 10
MMA
minutes ago,
experts arrested for strangling Best Buy employee. That's
Dana
great.
White would hire you immediately.
You're right.
Okay,
Maybe I needed to do it. Jesus.
you would have a job at the UFC security
Shit.
team immediately.
Shit, I don't want the security team job. Fuck it. You know what? Better off I don't do it. But that was it. That was my Best Buy rant. It is what it is.
Got it.
It was just fucking terrible. But you know what? I got a great laptop coming tomorrow that I'm looking forward to. High quality, strong fucking processing system, 64 gigabyte RAM, the best I could fucking find. So that's it. I'm ready to absolutely bring the heat. The reason I do laptop over PC is portability. Simply because if I'm ever out of town, somehow I want to have the option to bring. I was planning on buying a PC and then using this laptop as, going out of town laptop. Well, unfortunately, it shit the bed before I got the chance. So it is what it is.
Long story short, AJ is investing in the fucking pod, folks. Okay. AJ's putting his money where his face is, and that's on this podcast.
Yeah.
So good for you, AJ.
Thanks,
good
brother.
shit, man. Yes, sir. Of course.
Thank you, brother.
I have a nice microphone. I got a nice little Focusrite set up. I'm good. Wifey made me a sign.
That's beautiful.
Got this nice desk, right? Got a little water. That's all we need, folks. Got my Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship shirt. BKFC, Bare Knuckle Bets, dropping again on Friday, folks. Have we not been killing it? So I got all I need.
That's good shit. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Bare Knuckle Bet show we're recording Wednesday. I'm ready to bring the heat. After I fucking looked for the underdog onslaught that didn't come to fruition, man.
Yeah, you're talking about Bare Knuckle Bets last card. Well, Lorenzo Hunt, my guy,
he looked good.
AJ tried to fucking fade on us. What?
Camosi gave him a tricky fight though. Trickier fight in a while.
I put cash money on him, so I sliced myself a little $70, folks.
Good. Listen, I'm glad you got a little something, man.
A little something.
Listen, it's an off week show, so ask interesting shit in the chat. We'll bring you up. But I also want to do a quick little, boxing talk. This is not the fucking best graphic you've ever seen. I don't want to hear nothing. I got a fucking cold over here, all right? And I'm still doing Contender Series, so let's talk Canelo Charlo for a minute.
All right.
Canelo Alvarez, Charlo fighting this coming Saturday. I'm probably doing a fight companion for it of a boxing. That's going to be fucking crazy. I hope the fight delivers. As far as the matchup goes, man, Mike Finch, I'm going to bring up the Tapology real quick, but give me your initial thoughts because I know you got some takes on it.
Canelo's jacked as fuck. So, maybe Canelo's back on that horse meat, folks. And that's a good thing. He's only 33 years old. So he's got a lot of miles on the car, right? But he's only 33 years old. My question is, what happens when Canelo gets hit by this kid? Charlo has got power and he's fast and he's long and he's going to be pretty big. So I feel like Charlo is a great challenge to Canelo. He's been calling for him for a long time, AJ. I mean, he was on Hot Box with Mike Tyson last year talking about Canelo, I've been calling him out for years. And that was a year ago. So, I mean, here it is. Charlo's in his prime and damn near undefeated, 30-something and 1. He's definitely got, he's at the peak of his career, and this is an interesting fight for Canelo Alvarez. I see why the odds are close, I think the biggest thing here is Canelo needs to make sure the car is in drive. As long as Canelo is moving forward, a little bit of Mexican style, a little bit of that Floyd style he started incorporating after the Floyd fight, better head movement than Charlo. Charlo does like to overextend on his punches sometimes. I think he'll start doing that, especially if he's getting backed up. He has to get a little desperate. I think as long as Canelo's in drive, he could dominate the fight. Good fight, though. Very high-level fight, high-risk fight for Canelo. I like that he's doing it, man. Very, very cool. Big respect.
Listen, I got funny in the chat. I'd rather hear the traffic than boxing. Listen, man.
Good. I mean, fair enough. It's an MMA
Yeah.
show. I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. But
That's funny as
boxing,
shit.
come on, you got to love the combat sports. I like
Yeah,
watching pro jiu-jitsu. I like
Right.
watching kickboxing, boxing, even wrestling. I like it all.
Yeah. Muay Thai, Sanchai, not
Hell
Sanchai,
yeah.
fucking, whoever the fuck.
Live
Wong
Muay Thai.
Tang, Super Lek. That was
Hell
good,
yeah.
man.
Hell yeah. Come on, folks. You got to like all the martial arts. You don't have to like all the martial arts, but I do. All right. If you're a real junkie, like a lot of you are really MMA junkies,
Shout out.
you might, yeah, shout out to those. Yeah, I think that there's room to, kind of keep up with all the sports. I don't watch boxing like I watch MMA though. I mean, we really are, we really are MMA experts.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. I watch MMA all day. Boxing. If UFC's not on, I'll gladly throw boxing on. If it's a Friday, I'll gladly throw boxing on. But I'm not gonna sacrifice a UFC card for any boxing aside from if it's like a really lackluster Apex card and it was like a Tyson Fury main event, Fury and Ngannou type of fight.
I'll answer it because he asked it twice.
Yeah.
Asterisk the Gall. Finch,
Yeah.
tell us how you made that sign behind you. I did
That's
not
great.
make the sign. My wife made this sign. Okay, she did an incredible job. These are actual lights. Look, I'll turn it off, turn it on. See that? And she killed it. The back of this thing looks like just a fire hazard. There's so many wires. So shout out to wifey for killing it on making this for me. Get yourself one like mine, all right? But
Nice.
don't be taking mine. That's 101. And then back to this fight, AJ.
Yeah.
Who are you taking?
So, you know what? The degenerate in me, the side that wants to bet the underdog, is like, what if Charlo knocks him out? But really, I think that Canelo's going to be on the fucking gas, backing Charlo up for a lot of the fight. I think we got a hard 12 rounds, but a Canelo Alvarez 12 rounds. Canelo wins, guys. Canelo's the call. And it's unfortunate. I wish that I could tell you guys I'm going for a big upset. Even though Charlo could land the shot, he hits hard. It's like Canelo's never been shinny by any means, and the dude's built in fucking tremendous physical condition. So I'm going to go Canelo to win, but I'm glad that Charlo's fighting him, and I wouldn't be mad if I was wrong.
One thing I like about Charlo is that when guys start covering up, he gets creative in how to land that right hand. Like he'll shoot that right hand straight a lot. And then when you start parrying it or blocking it, he'll start coming over the top. You start bringing that too high. He'll bring it underneath. He's got a lot of creativity with the ways he throws the right hand and the way Canelo blocks. A lot of times he does focus on just picking his hands up and making you hit his gloves. I could imagine, Charlo sneaking one or two in there. If Charlo puts a nice right hand down the pipe, this whole thing changes. So cool fight. I was tempted to bet on it when I was on my phone, and I held back. I did not bet on this fight. That was my personal choice, though. Good luck to you.
I think he did the right thing. You know what? We'll see what happens with those two. I wanted to bring up something, man. I told Mike what I wanted to talk about, and now here I am. I'm a little foggy up top. I won't lie to you.
No, you're all good. We were talking maybe Bellator fights, maybe if people care, and then also there's the Adesanya deal. There's KSI and Tommy Fury. There's Dylan Dennis. I mean, what do you guys want to talk about?
Fuck, I want to talk about my cough going away over here. I'm fucking choking. Holy shit.
Holding it down for the people, AJ.
I'm holding it down beautifully.
I appreciate you.
Let me tell you this. I think on the side of the KSI Fury fight, to me, it just makes sense that Tommy Fury's going to win a decision. I think that's what's going to happen.
I think Tommy Fury's going to try to put him away, guys. I think Tommy Fury's got to try to put KSI away. It would be, if it's a close fight, that would be surprising to me. Tommy Fury looked a lot better against Jake Paul. Do you agree?
That's true. And
I thought he stepped up, dude.
Yeah. KSI, I guess I just don't know exactly where the bar of skill is. I mean, he doesn't look that good. He looks reckless. He looks wild, but he is putting people down. He's getting wins, even though his last fight was a fucking elbow knockout. Definitely doesn't fucking count. KSI versus Fury. I say Fury's the pick for sure. I'd like to see a TKO. It'd be pretty legendary, but at the end of the day, I don't know. Tommy Fury is not a great power puncher. The Furies in general are not the most heavy-handed guys. They get hit you with a lot of volume.
True. Just to give shout to the chat, we got a lot of picks they were dropping in. Oh wow, and then 5 come in at the same time. Fury KO says Usman. Savage 20 G's says Fury knocks him out. KSI trash. The High Owl. Oh yeah, Fury ethers KSI. So we got a lot of people thinking KO AJ. You think KSI is boxing all those rounds?
What are they going, 6, right? Or is it 8?
I gotta look. That's a good question.
Dude, shout out to Damn Entertainment for dropping us $150.
Those are real dollars. Those aren't.
That's
those
real
aren't.
USD.
Those not yen.
Damn, whenever he pops in, he's throwing big money. Pick me some winners. Damn. LOL. Finally caught the money line live rather than the recorded show. Damn. Thank you for 150, bro. Insane generosity. And he's serving in the military. He's a military man. Thank you for his service too.
The GOAT donation. If those are US dollars, that is the best donation we've ever had on Moneyline. So damn, I appreciate you. Go check out Damn Entertainment. I owe this guy a commercial at that point. Thank you, sir.
Fuck yeah. He wants some winners. Well, at the end of the day, no fights this week. But if you look into next week, I'll tell you something. Early lean. I'm just going to drop my main event. I think Dawson's going to style on Bobby. I think the grappling skill difference is going to be vast. And you guys are going to see Grant Dawson really blossom into, legitimate contender. If you're taking down Bullion, Demirez, Magulov, I can't imagine what he's going to do with Bobby Green. I think he could get a submission finish. I know he's a big favorite, 365, but he should win. And I mean, if you dig into next week's card, which like I'm looking at, some of the matchups here in odds, it seems even like the co-main event, Joe Pyfer versus Razak Al Hassan. I think there's a high chance of a Joe Pyfer win. But the fight that gets me the most excited, though, Morono versus Buckley. That shit's going to be crazy.
Hey, good fight. Fuck yeah, it's a good card. I like the one Dana's building in Vegas right now. The Colby Covington, Leon Edwards card is sick. Damn. All right. I'm going to give you a parlay that I've been working on, okay? I've been crafting this creation right here over 3 cards, putting this little conglomerate together. I like the Fury brothers, okay? Tyson Fury, Tommy Fury, okay? So Tyson over Ngannou, Tommy over KSI. And then I was going to throw an MMA fight or two in that I have high confidence in. Grant Dawson comes to mind right off the top. Grant Dawson should absolutely run over Bobby Green. His grappling looks tremendous. I'm a big fan of grappling. I go train 5 days a week over at AOJ. I am stunned by how good his grappling is, man. He is going to be able to smoke Bobby Green. You guys thought Islam Makhachev ran Bobby Green over? I think it's going to look like that.
I'm thinking that too. Yeah, Damn Entertainment. Shout out to you, man. Absolute gem of generosity, my guy. And hopefully that answers your question, my brother. Hey, Damn. Off-week show, and we get the biggest dono of all time, man. The people are good.
That's dope. That's dope. All right. Well, now I'm glad we did the show today, AJ.
I'm telling you, man. The food game came through,
I was like, AJ, lay in bed, bro. Yeah. Lay in bed. You're good.
No.
You're good. Keep the fucking entertainment going, man. Hell yeah.
Finch, could you grapple with Diego Lopez?
Who the fuck is Diego Lopez?
Oh, chat, get on this guy. Get on Finch.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Shit. Get on Finch.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Diego
Lopez. All right, Brazilian, 22-6. Oh, got you. Yeah, I know this dude. I know Diego Lopez. I don't know. Let me see. He triangled Gavin Tucker. Yeah, he got out wrestled by Movsar Evelev, right?
It was close, though. It was a good fight.
Yeah. And he weighs what? He is, let me see here.
Fight at 45.
45. Yeah, I'm pretty big for these 45ers, man. It would be fun. I'm not the best grappler in the world, but I have been doing it for 20 years. And I do teach it 5 or 6 days a week. And I do train 5 days a week. So yeah, I could definitely fucking grapple, dude. And especially somebody smaller than me. I mean, I'm always grappling these big guys. So when I grapple somebody smaller than me, I could actually pin them nicely. Oh, that's so nice. So yeah, I would do it for your entertainment. Yes, I would.
Mike Finch, the question is this, man. How do we get you on that CFFC, grappling card? How do we bring you on?
Dude, I should grapple like I was thinking the Schmo, right? Me versus the Schmo.
Dude, what are you going to tap him out in 15 seconds for Christ's sake?
Yes, of course.
They're not going to give you something that easy, I feel like.
That'd be awesome. Come on. No, I do want to grapple, and I do want to do a pro grappling event, fight, whatever you want to call it, match. So anything could be in the cards, folks. Anything could be in the cards.
That's listen, if you get the Fury Pro Grappling, I'll fucking do a grappling match on the card with Finch, bro. Not against this guy. We're on the same team, but on the fucking card. I'll train with Finch the week before, and listen, next time I'll be leg locking everybody.
Hell yeah, we got to get AJ in on these leg locks. Finch versus Ariel, dude. When Ariel was saying he wanted to do an amateur MMA fight, I was all about it. He never did it. Ariel definitely does not want the smoke, but I got a lot of respect for pro fighters. I mean, you're giving me the Diego Lopez name, like, yeah, pro fighters. I'm not gonna be like, I'll beat that guy's ass, like, but I train with pro fighters. I mean, for sure, I've grappled plenty of your favorite fighters, I'm sure.
Let's go, Finch. Daniel Covert with the $2. Do you think Izzy will be the new McGregor? No, I don't. I think that Israel Adesanya is
the new John Jones. What do you mean? DUI, fucking arrested at the airport. Izzy's the new John Jones, folks.
Izzy Bones, baby. Izzy Bones. I think more likely that's the comparison. I feel like I think Izzy's going to get his shit together. I think he's really going to want to get that one back against Strickland. I don't know if it comes right away, but I think that he is going to put an absolute hell camp in for whoever's facing off with him next.
Yeah, for sure, man. Izzy just needs to get his mind right, man. I'm interested to see how he bounces back. I didn't like that he skipped the press conference. I don't like that he's getting a DUI, but we'll see where he's at. The good news is the way his coach said it, remember, I want to have the rematch tomorrow. Israel can fight him tomorrow. Thank God for Israel's health. That is not the case. He's going to get a nice, decent layoff. There's no talks about a rematch soon. Let him get back to the drawing board, get more weapons down the middle, change it up a little bit because, that was the worst Israel Adesanya we've ever seen.
Yeah, I agree with that. Goldberg, thank you for the $2 Canadian. Spear, who's next? Shoot, is this an inside joke about fucking Goldberg? What am I missing here? Mike Finch,
Spear, who's
Goldberg,
next?
I appreciate it too. Normally he throws me who's next before every big fight on the card.
Spear. Give us the first name, bro. Spear. Let me see here. I'm in Tapology right now. Spear.
Goldberg, if you have a specific name, just type it in chat. I'll see your comment.
Goldberg, you got to help us out, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What's the Goldberg theme thing? He asked the question to the audience. I forget.
Oh, shit, man.
I'm not a wrestling fan. Just so you guys know before you shit. I mean, I'm not a wrestling fan. I don't watch that stuff, okay? All right? I like the Rocky movie with Hulk Hogan in it. That's about how much wrestling I've watched.
That was sick. Spear is his finisher, bro. Okay. All right. That's good. Spear is the finishing move of Goldberg. Thank you, Trash Monkey. Thank you, Trash Monkey. He also called you and I a casual on that one, which is fair.
I mean, as far as wrestling goes, I'm not even a casual. No, I'm just not watching. That's don't even include me in the fan base.
Mike Finch is a big wrestling fan. What is he talking about? Goldberg saying hello to you guys with the spear. My guy. Thank you, Goldberg, for the donut. We appreciate you, bro. We appreciate the clarification too. You're a little confused.
Thank you, Goldberg. Appreciate you, buddy. All right. So AJ went with Canelo Alvarez. I went with Canelo Alvarez. I think,
that makes sense.
I think we're sticking with the GOAT.
Yeah, and then we're going Fury. Then we didn't bring up Paul Danis. Who we going between those two?
Is that right?
That's a weird one, right? Paul Danis is a real weird one because I'm thinking about how good is Logan Paul's boxing, really? At this point, it's like I don't know where he's going to be at, and I don't know where Danis is at.
Danis. Come on, AJ. It's got to be better than Dylan Danis. Dylan Danis's hands, holy shit.
Yeah.
Not good.
I guess I give Danis too much credit.
Danis got poached for this fight. He got picked. That's what you do when you're protecting a fighter. You look around, you go, who can they fuck up? And Dylan Danis came up. Now, this talk about Logan Paul doing an MMA fight with Dylan Danis, it's a joke. Come on. Yeah. Dylan Danis will submit him in the first round in an MMA fight. In a boxing match, you're going to take the brown belt, champ and put him in a boxing match with Logan Paul. I don't know. Probably the bigger, more athletic guy.
Yeah, I think I'll agree. I think even though I'm hoping for a Danis upset, I think Paul probably ends up beating him. Unfortunately, man. Unfortunately.
Yeah, we gotta go with it. So we gotta go Jake Paul. Or sorry, Logan Paul. Jake Paul, definitely. Logan
Jake Paul
Paul.
lock of the
Yeah,
century.
yeah. Lock.
Jesus.
But Logan probably. Did I just convince you? It sounded like you were thinking maybe Dennis wins this. Really? With what have you seen that would
No, I
make
said
Dennis...
Jake Paul would be the lock of the century.
Yeah,
Logan,
yeah,
I
yeah.
still
But
don't know.
for Dylan Dennis, Logan Paul, you started on the fence. Why is Dylan Dennis in this fight?
Because he talks a lot of shit online. He gets in his head a little bit, man.
Oh man. He does have a incredible troll game on Twitter. His Twitter troll game got him in a lawsuit. I mean, that's a solid fucking troll game. If he talks so much shit via images without saying nothing, it is just unprecedented in the combat sports world.
My mindset is this though. Is there a case for this lawsuit, Finch? I feel like you're up to date on the law stuff. Like, is there actually a case? Is it harassment? What, like, is that a thing online?
It should be free speech. Should be covered under free speech. But yeah, I guess the idea here would be that like maybe more of a defamation, type of thing.
Okay.
No, I think it should be covered under free speech. Hopefully they settle. Hopefully they're all good. Yeah, because that's kind of fucked up. It's all fucked up though. I mean, what he's doing to this girl, he's framing her. Obviously she hasn't fucked all these guys, that they're posting the pictures of. It's overblown. Come on, you guys know this at home, right? You're playing along, you're laughing, you're having fun. This girl has not fucked every dude she's ever taken a picture with. Okay.
That's fair.
Dylan Dennis is definitely trying to, he's going half court shots, and he knows not all of them are making it.
Finch, can I show you this? That I never showed you this. I meant to show you on bare knuckle bets. Have you noticed this?
Go on. What the fuck?
This is a gift.
What the
family friend gifted me this.
Is that guy?
That's me without a beard, baby.
Shit.
Nice.
Holy shit. You
Yeah.
just need to put some, you need to put a little something on that chin, and it's you, dude.
The
That's
baby
incredible.
faced assassin, bro. That's classic, man.
Wow. It was a gift?
It was a gift, man. Family friend, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Big support, man. Big support.
Wow.
I love this. This is a legit picture of me when I was younger and then turned into a cartoon over here.
Wow, dude. That's a cool gift. That's pretty freaking awesome, man. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
They couldn't do it with the beard though, because they said it was cutting out, like it didn't look right. So went with an older pick.
Got you.
So yeah, I'll take
the
it.
guy who complimented my sign said you need to get your sign game up. Guys, look, he's got a fucking figurine of himself.
I got myself on the back.
This guy is up. He's up, Brian, now.
I'm up. If it wasn't a gift, I think it would be slightly narcissistic of me, but it was a good gift. As a gift, it's nice. You can only be gifted a figurine of yourself. I feel like you can't buy your own, just make it,
The Bob says auction that. Why would he auction himself?
Listen, how about I sign those and I start selling them for $1,000 each? How about somebody's buying one?
Holy shit.
AJ
awesome.
Exclusive memorabilia. I'm gonna sell it off. It's gonna be kissed by me and signed, bro. Somebody's gonna want it.
That's what they want. They want you to smear a bunch of lipstick on and give it a big smooch. That's what the fans want.
That's what they want. Listen, I said if we get enough subscribers, then we'll start the OnlyFans. I was gonna do AJ, birthday suit predictions, bro. It's a big marketplace.
Jack Derbyshire is hating on Nina Drama, and that will not stand here, folks. Okay, because when I was at UFC Gym Huntington Beach, I saw a girl in the cage taking pictures in this Wolves shirts. Turns out it's Nina, and I'm going to be doing an interview with her. Hopefully, we'll see in a couple weeks. And Nina has her boyfriend filming for her, so she's with her boyfriend the entire time she's working. There's no funny business, folks. All right, Nina's legit.
She is legit. And Goldberg, yes, Contender Series picks are dropping following the money line. We're gonna do a little under the weather breakdown, maybe a mid pick fucking nose blow on the side. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You guys make sure you tune into that. I'll be dropping it in the next couple hours.
That's great. That's great. Hey man, AJ working while he's sick. The Bellator fights will be good. I'll be there live next week.
That's gonna be sick for you, bro. I'm excited for you, man.
That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Hopefully Johnny Eblin's there with half of his face. That was great. Man, excited to see. I hope Chris Cyborg doesn't retire, dude. What if Chris Cyborg retires next Saturday? Because I'm feeling like it's in the. No, is it possible? Might be over for her, man. She's like 40 now.
I think it's a weird situation, man. I don't know. The issue with Bellator is we don't know who knows things behind closed doors, what we're being told. But if I'm Chris Cyborg and I'm a longtime champion, Bellator ex-UFC champ, Strikeforce champ, women's MMA legend, and now I'm comfortable in a promotion where I get the marketing push and stuff, is she going to want now, okay, let her, that's it, we're going to do a last fight, retire there, or is she going to want to go run it up in PFL? Because I know PFL will sign her.
Yeah, of course. And they'll shell out big money. That's a good point, right? Win, lose, or draw. She's so valuable right now to PFL that it might be worth just sticking it out for a couple more fights. Even if it is, you know, what do they say in wrestling where you lose to the next guy, you kind of pass it on or whatever, you pass the torch, so to speak, you know, for her to do that and sort of just cash out. You know, people always think about legacy. And for these fighters, a lot of it's money. Like they need retirement money. And you'd like to see Cyborg be rich for the rest of her life. I think she's earned that, man. She's fought all the best women. You know, no matter who says what about Cyborg, she has fought all the best women in the world. She deserves a ton of respect and a ton of money. I hope she gets it. And Kat Zingano versus her, she's been calling out Kat Zingano for the last 5 years, dude. She's been wanting to fight Kat Zingano. Anytime I would talk to Chris Cyborg, I'd see her in the hotel or whatever, we'd talk a little bit. Always Kat's name comes up if we talk about fighting. She's like, I want to fight Kat, but where's she at? She doesn't respond. She doesn't want to say my name. She's scared. So here it is. Kat Zingano versus Chris Cyborg's going down.
Chris Cyborg's going to win. Chris Cyborg's going to beat her up. For sure.
I think Kat Zingano has a chance with the double legs, but Chris Cyborg's been training with Team Body Shop with AJ McKee's dad, Antonio McKee, and man, her striking so much better. So yeah, you got to think Chris Cyborg can win it, but there's a pathway for Kat. It's with the wrestling. It's with the takedowns.
Yeah, listen, we'll see her put the wrestling singlet on. We'll see what happens. It's a good fight. I want to bring up this question, though. I thought it was good. What do you think of Miesha Tate's next fight? She's fighting Julia Avila. If you don't remember Julia Avila, she hasn't fought in 2 years. She beat Julia Stolarenko. Before that, she had beaten, she lost to Sijara Eubanks, but she does have a win over Penny Kianzad back 4 years ago and a Gino Mazzani win. I'll tell you this. Very winnable fight for Miesha Tate, and I actually will say I think it is a must-win situation for Miesha Tate, who's now back up at 135 pounds. The flyweight run is not sticking.
Yeah, last win in 2021. Man, Miesha Tate's getting a little older now too. She's up against a good girl.
I don't know. Though. I feel like she's. I think. Early lean, I think Miesha's got a real shot here. She's got a fighting chance.
All right. I'm gonna have to study that one better, guys, because I gotta get better with my Julia Avila knowledge. I know Miesha Tate, of course, very well. You know, yeah. So I've known Miesha Tate since the Strikeforce days, man. Got to see her fight Ronda live. Holy shit. I mean, that was what, 10 years ago? How long are we talking? So Miesha Tate's gotta be in the twilight years.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, looking at Bellator 300, I'll read off the card. Usman Nurmagomedov, Brent Primus. It's Usman Nurmagomedov, the pick. Chris Cyborg, Zingano. It's Cyborg.
Tan Jian, what about the Carmouche fight? And then he tagged the channel at MMA Experts. Yeah, Liz Carmouche throwing down as well. 4 fucking title fights, folks.
I think that she's going to win against Ilima-Lei McFarlane. I got Carmouche all day.
Look, Ilima-Lei has surprised me, man. Ilima-Lei was able to beat, was it Bruna Silva? Is that her name? The Brazilian girl. Ilima-Lei comes in. She tells me, she's like, my tooth. What'd she say? She either just had it pulled or she's been having issues and she needed it pulled. So she's suffering through her weight cut wrong, misses weight. Her tooth was bugging her. She's having all these issues, bad camp, whatnot. And so I'm like, oh my God, you know, is she going to be able to perform tomorrow? She goes out and beats one of the best females in Bellator, Bruna Silva. I believe her last name is Silva, if I'm not mistaken. And man, she's got a nice black belt in jiu-jitsu. She's got good takedowns. She's good on the fence. She's bigger than Liz Carmouche. It's going to be a good fight.
It is going to be a good fight. And Covert's giving me a hard time. I got to answer his question here. Did you know Tim Dirty Bird Meads fought and won last Saturday? Thoughts?
That's true. Tim looked good. Tim's
Tim,
a fucking beast.
he's a badass, bro. He fucked Fialho up, man. I meant to
Yeah.
bring that one up actually in the recap because that was a big upset. Listen, I think Fialho's going to be outside the UFC, and Tim Means ain't giving up just
God
yet. He's a
damn.
beast.
Yeah, you could just see the physicality difference between Fialho's so much stronger. He looks like a 2023 UFC athlete. He turns his hips and he lands a couple hooks, but there's no completeness to his game. As to where Dirty Bird, you knew was going to be better on the ground. You knew was going to keep storming forward, dynamic, good in the clinch, just a veteran fighter and just put it on Fialho. I definitely expected Fialho to be able to put him on his butt. He couldn't even do that much, man. Couldn't put anything together. Fialho's really got to go back to the drawing board.
I agree. I think 4-fight losing streak, he might be on. Might be on his way out, dude.
How about it?
Yeah.
Vulcan, can you break down the Contender Series with Mr. Finch? Mr. Finch needs to fucking do my homework on the Contender Series, but AJ is going to give you the whole motherfucking breakdown coming after this.
After this, I'm going deep with Contender Series. I'm going to fucking, after this show, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go blow my nose like 7 times, take a little fucking Sudafed, and we're going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
The Bob says, throw Loopy the meatball. Loopy Godinez is a fucking beast. I was training my friend and he's pulling up on the phone. Look at this takedown Loopy hit. Oh, boom, slamming Elise Reed through the mat. That has happened before in MMA history, by the way, going through the mat. No, she looked really good, man. Loopy Godinez, I'm a fan. She had like one off night. Besides that, Loopy Godinez is a fucking problem.
I agree with that statement, bro. Loopy's a bad chick right now on the come up. I wanted to say Bellator. I think Linton Vassell has a chance against Ryan Bader.
Woo! Linton Vassell's a big athletic dude and the nicest guy in the world, AJ. When you come across Linton Vassell out and about, he is the sweetest guy. Big smile, right? Always bringing good energy. What a kind human being. So you can't not root for the guy. And Ryan Bader, very experienced against high-level competition, but in the twilight of his career, maybe this is Linton Vassell's time. That's a phenomenal fight. That fight people are sleeping on.
Yeah, I agree that people might be sleeping on that one. Listen, we got good shit coming this weekend for an off week, Finch.
Usman Nurmagomedov and Brent Primus we didn't talk about really quick. Usman Nurmagomedov is the truth. If you guys have not seen this guy fight, you have to check out Usman Nurmagomedov. Maybe the best fighter in Bellator right now. Usman Nurmagomedov is a problem. AJ, are you not impressed? And then Brent Primus, he was originally out of the tournament, gets his way back in. Brent Primus has beat Michael Chandler and a lot of bad motherfuckers, so that's a good fight.
Yeah, I like the side of Usman to beat him up, dude. I think Usman's levels above.
Respect, yeah. I mean, as far as the range goes, it'd be hard to get those calf kicks off with an Usman who's got a spinning back kick, and he can fight in that green zone very well. Good wrestler. Obviously, his last name is Nurmagomedov. I could see why, but another good one. That's a great fight.
That is a great fight, man. Listen, good shit coming. It was Mike, how do you feel about the off-week show, my man?
I mean, we had fun. AJ powered through it. He blew his nose 10 times, but my guy is fucking working for y'all. So we appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate the donos. Damn Entertainment, you floored me with that one. Appreciate everybody coming today. We're going to keep holding it down on Mondays. You guys will see us next Monday for the full card breakdown of that fight night, that Bobby Green fight. We're going to break the whole thing down for you guys, of course, and enjoy yourselves on this off week, man.
Yeah, guys, enjoy the off week. I'm dropping content as always. I'll be doing the Contender Series following this. Tomorrow, Fight Companion for Contender Series. And then Wednesday, I'll concoct something. Might just be a live stream, same as Thursday. And then Friday might just be a live stream. I'll let you guys know. Stay up to date. Make sure your post notifications are turned on. Put them on all so you don't miss a notification. I'll drop, my updates of what I'm doing in the community tab if there's any changes to normal programming. And then Saturday, probably doing that Canelo Charlo fight, which should be good. I'm just hoping I feel 100% by Saturday. I fucking hate blowing my nose on camera.
vitamin C. You need that water. Take your multivitamins. You need some rest, bro. Get some rest. Be sure you're hydrated, AJ. And if you're thinking what Bryce Mitchell's thinking, you got to pray to baby Jesus.
I'm gonna pray. Flat Earth. Let's make it happen. That's it. That's it. The Bob. Thank
This
you
is
for
the way.
$1.99. AJ doing too much talcum powder lining rip schemes. That's funny as fuck. That's funny.
That's true, Bob. That's true. You got him. Got him.
Got me, man. Listen, it is what it is, you know. It's part of the game. Like a young Joey Diaz, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
What
we
the fuck are you
appreciate
talking
you.
about, cocksuckers? I don't do no fucking talcum powder, okay? Back in New Jersey, we took it straight up the fucking nose. You got that, yay. Not talking about Kanye West, dog.
What is talcum powder? I never heard of this.
I have no fucking idea what talcum powder is. Yeah, you went over my head with that too. But I laugh because it's just that's a good line. Doing too much talcum powder. Yeah, who knows? There he is with the glasses on, folks. You know what that means. It's a fucking wrap. We'll see you guys back. And AJ's dropping Contender Series while he's fucking sick. Respect the man.
Yeah, respect. Mike, it's a pleasure as always. Glad we got to hang out.
Everybody.
See you Wednesday for Bare Knuckle. People,
Yes.
see you in the next one with Contender Series. Make sure you smash the likes here. If you're new, subscribe. And we appreciate everybody's continuous support. Much love. And we'll see you all on the next one. Moneyline Monday, back next week with UFC Vegas 80 full card breakdown. Peace, guys.
Peace.